Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Dahlia and today we are back on Nevermore, my brand new Dark Academia island. If you're like, Dahlia, where did this new island come from? I just reset. I reset my European vintage island. If you guys are wondering, I did not reset my all squirrel autumnal island.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
I know some people asked in the last video, but no, that island still exists. Videos are coming for that this week. Don't worry. But today we're going to be working on this island, so I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. And yeah, let's head over to the area we're going to be working on. So if you missed my first video, which go watch it if you missed it. Hi Maddie. This is the first area I built. We did this entryway and this little fake building, and today we're going to work on this area. All right here. I have not flattened my island, so please ignore anything you may have seen in the background. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so today we're working on basically right in front of my plaza and then directly below here. I know I said I wasn't going to do cliffs on this island and I wasn't going to do any second tier like inclines, except for like a few leading to some fake buildings. Well, I did one today. I don't think there's going to be like an excessive amount of cliffs. I feel like the majority of this island will be on the first level.
Sure, Jan.
But I came up with this idea and I was like, okay, you know what? We'll do this. So today's video, if you couldn't already tell, we're doing a kind of overlook towards my plaza. And we're going to do a another fake building, kind of common kind of plaza area. I'm not quite sure what to call it, but like a little sitting area with a cool little like coffee shop stall type of thing. I don't know. I'm very bad at explaining myself.
It's true.
Anyway, I'm also using some new custom designs in today's video. If you guys are curious about any of the codes I use on this island, everything will be linked in the description. So these are some of the new ones I downloaded. I also completely replaced my road code and I'm now using a much smaller code. I'm still even up in the air about the one that I chose, but what's nice about this new one is that it's like 12 or 15 tiles versus like the 30 I had from the previous one, which was a lot of custom design space. So now we have more room for more custom designs. And of course the first thing I did was download this one that has like 6 custom design slots, but I like this one because it's like versatile, because it has like the frozen leaves on it, and it just, I don't know, it looks really nice. So anyways, for this particular area, I originally started this to be like a walkway, so kind of like an overlook kind of walkway that kind of like just had 2 inclines, and it's essentially still what it is, but I do end up including some additional furniture later on. But I knew I wanted to put some either plant partitions or the safety barriers to like act as like some fencing, and then I was going to do some cedar trees. Basically I wanted to kind of cover my plaza because fortunately the color just doesn't quite work with the more monochrome like black and white colors that I kind of, and gray that I kind of have going for this island. So I kind of hide my plaza a little bit.
Just as I thought, you are ashamed of me. I'm not ashamed of you. I'm proud of you. Open up. I just don't want anybody to see you.
And we'll do our best to kind of work with the red brick. You know, kind of sucks we can't customize it, but it is what it is. It's perfectly fine. Another thing I wanted to do as well is put some bigger, taller items on either side of the cliff to act like an additional railing, kind of like bring up the structure of the bridge. This is kind of like a small bridge, I guess you can call it, like a land bridge. And I was originally going to do like the jail bars, I think, and then I decided just stick with the theme. We're already using the castle items for everything else. And I was originally going to do the castle gate, or not the castle gate, the castle wall, but I like the fact that the castle gate has the arch. So that's what I decided to do instead, and because I did end up placing my incline here, I decided to focus on this as like the main section for the build, because originally the main section of the build was going to be the bridge, the land bridge, and then I was going to kind of maybe decorate around my plaza, but I decided no, we'll work on this area instead. And I even debated possibly putting a villager or two's houses here, but because I'm still kind of undecided about my villagers, even though I do have a couple already on the island, I think I'm going to be keeping not Kid, unfortunately. Sorry Kid if you're listening. But I decided instead to do another fake building, and this is kind of like, I've already done kind of like a plaza area, so this is basically like another plaza area.
I just think they're neat.
But I kind of wanted to do a coffee cart kind of section, so like an area where people can just kind of buy coffee, sit around and mingle. I felt like it kind of still encapsulated the dark academia vibe of like, you know, everyone loves coffee.
I love coffee.
Basically, my brain was thinking like Rory Gilmore at Yale vibes for a little bit.
I really love coffee.
So that is what I decided to do. So you'll see me put together the coffee cart and then the fake building in just a second. But here I'm just placing some additional pathing. These are also a couple of new codes I've downloaded. I originally had just like a basic gray square tile, but I like this one because it has the snow detail in the corner. And then this particular code I love. I only just recently downloaded. This is actually part of like an actual like path that you can actually use as like, it's almost like a dirt path, like a customizable one, but instead of using the entire path, I'm just using the center pieces, and I think it looks really nice. Adds that additional detail of the snow, as you guys can see. I feel like I'll use that in a couple of areas, so I still want it to look natural, but without having to actually use the snow. So here I'm creating the fake building. I'm obviously using the castle gate on this side of the bridge to match what I did on the other side, and then for the fake building I'm just using medieval building sides and some decorative pillars to create the illusion. I didn't obviously do a second tier to make the building look taller, so this is going to be a very short building, but at least because I do have the castle gates in the back, and then I also have the bridge behind this, it does look a little bit taller than it is just by being on the first level. But I love making fake buildings with more than one floor, as you guys are used to seeing me do. But this was a fun way to obviously experiment and create different types of fake buildings. So I did use some simple panels to do some doors and windows, and then I kind of sectioned it off a little bit more using an additional couple of decorative pillars and another castle gate. Now we're going to be using this fencing again, which name is escaping me again. It's the iron and stone fencing, I think. But I think this will probably be the staple fence I use on this island. I really want to also use hedges, but unfortunately the hedge, because it's like the pale green, it's not my favorite color. I don't know, I'm still up in the air, but right now we use that one. And then I just added the path code under this area right here because I decided that this is the area I'm going to be putting my coffee cart. Like I said, part of me really wishes that we had more items similar to the fortune cookie cart you get with Pocket Camp. Like, I think a coffee cart version would be so cute, but unfortunately we do not have another item that looks like that. Also, my apologies to anyone who loves playing Pocket Camp and is sad about it closing. I mean, obviously I know that we're getting the new game with like all the previous furniture and everything, but it's sad, obviously, if you played that game for a really long time. Anyways, I finished putting some of the fencing down, and now we're going to be working on this coffee cart. I decided to keep it simple by just using the covered counter and a couple of items to obviously give the illusion of a coffee cart. I could have made this much bigger, obviously. I will still be doing a coffee shop kind of cafe area on the island that's actually like walkable, that you can walk into. That's like one of the build ideas I had for this island, but I felt like a simple coffee cart, which is the most basic of things, just looked really cute. And so yeah, I did a little menu, of course, and I like the mix of like the black and the brown colors I've used on this island so far, and I feel like I'm starting, even though this obviously is only the second build on the island, I'm starting to get the groove of what colors I think look good together. And I've never done an island that is primarily just black, white, gray, and like brown. Obviously with my winter trash city island, I had something kind of similar, but I did use like blue and yellow and green on that island too, and I'm not using that very much on this island. I am using green. That is one of the colors I said I was going to incorporate with a couple of items here and there, but this particular build mainly just had your very basic color scheme, which I really like. Honestly, I think it turned out great, and I'm very like, honestly went into this having no idea what I was going to build, which seems to be a common theme for my islands. So yeah. I also decided that I'm probably going to be using some of the statues, like the museum statues. So here I use the familiar statue because it kind of gives that academic, like it's like the thinking man or whatever it's called, statue. So I felt like it gave like kind of like academic vibes.
Totally look the part.
If that makes any sense whatsoever. But I really like how that particular item looked. You'll also notice I have a little owl clock in the tower right there. I'm gonna add some of the owl clocks to a couple of the towers because it looks like little owls flying around the campus, like the university grounds, which I think is really cute. So little detail that I didn't show in my last video that I decided to include in this particular build. So for the bridge walkway area, I decided to add a couple of bistro tables that I customized the umbrella for. Like I said, I added a couple of additional furniture items, which ended up being the bistro table. I wasn't sure if I was going to use this particular item on this island, but it's one of the few black furniture pieces that I think work, so I will be utilizing it because obviously I have to use as many different furniture items that I can, make it unique, make it a little bit different. Something else that I do want to mention is I did show my first video in the foggy kind of atmosphere, which I was debating whether or not to do like a foggy dream address. I show in this video a nighttime where it's snowing at the end of this video because a part of me is thinking that maybe that would be better, because I love the fog, but it really limits what you can see in videos, and while I like it, a part of me is thinking it just makes more sense to have it be snowing at night. So I don't know, let me know which one you guys think is better. But the final walkthrough today does take place at night, so you can see things a little bit better than you could in the walkthrough from the first video. So I'm just extending the bridge a little bit because I do have to put another incline that's leading down towards my plaza. And at this point I was essentially finished the main portion of the video, but I was adding a couple of more sections. Basically, you know me, I can never just do like a small build. I always have to add and add and add. So of course I added my staircase. I think the only staircase I'll be using on this island is the stone, just because it goes with the color scheme and the layout of the island. And because I did expand the cliff a little bit more, I had to expand the custom designs, and then I started adding more and more and more. So here I'm creating a little gate that's kind of like leading to the next section, which I'm assuming will probably be my next build. All of my villagers' houses are here, so I will have to move all of them, so that's going to be fun. But I put a couple of castle gates and medieval building sides, and then I also had to take the lovely little river mouth that I just destroyed, that I was just like getting rid of, and I have to water terraform it because I decided let's put a bridge here. Because why not? I don't think I'll be doing many water terraforming elements, but I do think I will do this river leading to like a lake area surrounded by trees. So literally the only thing that this is just a straight river leading up to about here. And then I put a stone bridge, and that's it. Because at this point I was finished with this build, and I was asking myself, why are you still building? Like, you're done.
You're done. You're done.
You're done. You're finished. At this point, you're just procrastinating being done. Like, I'm recording this voiceover at 2:30 in the morning because I waited way too long to finish this video. But if you're listening to it, that means the video's up, so go me. But anyways, yeah, that is everything for the video. I'm just adding my finishing touches by adding some additional cedar trees around this area. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did and you made it all the way through to the end, leave a cedar tree emoji in the comments, or just leave a comment letting me know how your day is going. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe like I said. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.